Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to time travel. We're going to go back a few days, just a couple days, not too much. We're not going to get too crazy this time around. Not too crazy just yet. But no, we all know we got new world leaders taking over for the prospective countries, of course. But no, obviously we're talking about Trump. We got the new cabinet in place. A lot of good stuff, a lot of craziness, a lot of executive orders going on. This is Be Well Informed. Let's get all informed, although I am sure you all are informed anyways, at least to some degree, in some way, shape, or form. I'm going to test out this new format. Anyways, again, let's get this going. We're just going to be going over a few videos, skimming through them, or going through them, whatever. Nonetheless, let's get this show on the road. And as I said, we're just going to go over a few videos, people. Nothing too crazy. So we all know who's in office now, Mr. Trump. But I'm just going to play a few videos. This one is going to be, and we're just going to go through a few of them. But yeah, and let's talk about it, baby. Let's go. Ooh, having some hiccups. Oh goodness. Anyways. Let's swap over to the tone it down a little bit. There we go, people. So, like I said, we're going to go over a few videos. This one is breaking news. Trump signs executive order after executive order, each read out at inaugural parade. I was thinking it had another one, but it didn't. Anyways, so let's get started, people. Let's get started. No, we're just going to play it. Hope y'all can hear it good. I can hear it good. So I'm going to be playing around with some of these controls real quick, figuring some stuff out.
First is the rescissions of 78 Biden-era EOs and presidential memoranda.
You want to call it up? You want to say it? You want to say it?
Oh, if you want me to, sir.
Why don't you say what I'm signing?
Sure. The first item that President Trump is signing is the rescission of 78 Biden-era executive actions, executive orders, presidential memoranda, and others.
That's executive one. I'm not really sure what that entails, but hey.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. The second item, President Trump, is a regulatory freeze, as you announced in your speech, preventing bureaucrats from issuing any more regulations until we have full control of this, the government and this administration.
Uh-oh. Stop what y'all doing. Stop what y'all doing. That's what that means. Pause, pause, pause. We got to figure some stuff out. Y'all ain't passing anything else till we figure this out. Is what that sound like. So, nothing too crazy. Well, we'll see. Let's go.
Thank you, sir. The next item, sir, is a freeze on...
What y'all think? Y'all think he gonna get a pin? Heard you out there. I heard you out there calling for that pin. Hey, I did see. He gonna hey, you gonna see. Hey, let's get some action in here, baby. Let's get some action. Let's see what we got.
Again, until full control of the government is achieved and we understand the objectives of government.
Hope y'all can hear me good, but so essentially putting a hold on a lot of stuff, so you know the bureaucrats can't be trying to scheme up anything. Hey, hey, sound the alarm.
Imagine Biden doing this? I don't think so.
Oh, shots fired!
Sir,
Alert!
The next item, as you announced in your speech, is a
Oh,
requirement
man.
that federal workers workers return to full-time in-person work immediately.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We need the inner ring going. Uh-oh. Some people angered in the back. That's what that means. Sorry, folks. Somebody angered.
Thank you, sir. Next, we have a directive to every department and agency in the federal government to address the cost of living crisis that has cost Americans so dearly.
You know, crazy thing is, so I mean, this one obviously, I'm not really sure exactly. Like, is it all departments or like, is he saying everybody? Oh, that's probably for Doge, or something like that. I'm guessing they want to start, reporting on all the craziness, spending and stuff. I assume, folks. That's what I'm getting out of it. I'm not the best in certain sectors, areas.
Thank you, sir. The next item here is the withdrawal from the Paris Climate Treaty.
They liking that one. That Paris Climate, man, it's like, we putting all this money in that stuff, man. It's crazy. It's a lot of money. A lot of money.
Yes, sir.
Ain't too much informed going on here. We're just kind of watching. Like I said, we're testing out this new format, but we're being informed by the video. Not much to explain here, though. Just signing executive orders.
We're going to save over $1 trillion by withdrawing from that treaty.
And I could believe that right there because, I mean, it's pretty much just us sending them money. So we just cut that off, then we're saving whatever we're not sending them. Now, I don't know if it's that much, but maybe he means over time, however long we were slated to stick with that agreement. So who knows? We're not too crazy right now. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, before we go any further, let's look at the other videos you might be checking out. We got the other one is Trump administration allows ICE to arrest migrants in schools, churches, synagogue, everywhere, right? Anyways, of course we here Be Well Informed. We got to show that. I ain't done a video in a year. We've been busy, people. We have been busy. Got a lot of stuff on the way. A lot of stuff, just to let y'all know. Y'all see this? That's the badge of agents. Agents of truth. Agents of info. Let's go. AI, yeah. Anyways, then we're going to have the Trump ask point blank if he is a dictator on day one. Woo-hoo-hoo, the questions is already coming in. They're already coming in. Can I get a shots fired? Ooh, they already coming in hot. They're coming in hot, people. That's enough. Let's go. Anyways, let's see. When cavers make deadly mistakes, hey, we gotta have some craziness here too, people. We can't just have all polys. It can't have all poly right here. We gotta throw in some craziness. We're gonna get to this afterwards. Nice little skim through for this. Actually, we might just watch the whole thing. Now we're just gonna be chilling. Not gonna say much. We might have a couple oohs and ahs and and maybe some sad times, depending on how it went. Anyways, then we're just gonna close this. Sports and stuff, or funny videos and stuff. And then we'll just go over those. That's enough. Let's continue.
And the next item, sir, is a letter that will be transmitted to the United Nations explaining that we are withdrawing from the Paris Climate Treaty.
That dude there, he look like he up to something. Not like sneaky, but I think I've seen him in some other videos before. The dude closest to the one reading. I think I see him in other videos, as a Secret Service agent.
Thank you, sir. This next item is a directive to the federal government ordering the rest restoration of freedom of speech and preventing government censorship of free speech going forward. And lastly, sir, before we go back to the Oval Office to sign a large number of other items, is a directive to the federal government ending the weaponization of government against the political adversaries of the previous administration, as we've seen.
So that's it for this one, folks. We at the end of it. Yeah, so I mean that was not too crazy. Just signed executive order saying no law, or I don't know how that's gonna work, but you know, don't be BSing around, people. Let's not go after each other. That's what that seemed like to me. But anyways, that's for that one. We might save on the cave one. It's kind of late, it's 3 o'clock. But we gonna see what's going. We gonna go straight into this one. Let's go play.
Officers enforcing immigration laws will now be able to arrest migrants sheltering in schools and churches. The new guidance coming from the Trump administration today. This comes after nearly 24 attorneys general, including from New Jersey, New York, and Connecticut.
Hey, when y'all see these lights,
attempting to block
hold up,
yesterday's
hold up.
executive order ending birthright citizenship, which guarantees U.S.-born children are citizens even if.
Well, y'all see that? Y'all gotta run. Y'all gotta go. What y'all doing?
Taking a look at the guidance on enforcing immigration laws and how it will impact our area. Joins us now live in the newsroom with more. Linda.
Yeah, hi there, Steve. Well, first of all, President Trump, he had promised mass deportations.
Don't get at it now.
The administration taking a major step.
Those who commit violent crimes in our city have violated their right to be in our city and in our country. And we're going to continue to collaborate with ICE around criminality.
Mayor Adams once again emphatic.
Man, Adams, he always be flip-flopping and one foot in, one foot out. He be trying to.
Now, the Trump administration is allowing ICE and Border Patrol to go into
Adams
sensitive
like, I'm
areas
saving my butt.
like schools,
Which
churches,
I want to
and
do.
hospitals to arrest migrants.
They want to deport the gang members, the cartels, the sex offenders who have been walking in our streets, on the streets freely.
Staten Island Congressmember Nicole Maliotakis says President Trump is making good on his promise of mass deportations of criminals.
Well, it's my understanding they're going to focus on Chicago first, followed by New York, but I imagine some of it will happen.
You could thank Brandon, what's his name, Chicago mayor, for talking all that noise.
Security saying criminals will no longer be able to hide in America's schools and churches to avoid arrest. But many migrant advocacy groups say the sweeps will target innocent migrants.
People are going to be scared to send their children to school. They might disenroll their kids from school. People who need health care will not go to hospitals because they fear that ICE might go into the hospital.
At St. Paul and St. Andrew Methodist Church on the Upper West Side, their message to ICE and Homeland Security is on the door.
To just show up and say, oh, we just want to look around. No, that's not okay.
Reverend Kay Carpin says the church has been helping migrants with food, clothing, and other services, including working papers, for years. He says not one has been a criminal.
Obviously, if somebody from ICE has a judicial warrant signed by a judge for a particular person who has committed some terrible crime, we would consider that in a different light.
Now, when it says terrible crime, it's like, so you're going to dictate on who you decide what crime they committed is valid enough for them to come be taken? Is that what we're hearing there? Oh, maybe that flies. I don't know. Anyway, that's what it sounds like, people. So that one is that. I mean, it's happening. They're doing it. They're going to start arresting. Actually, I saw a vehicle downtown. It was a truck, actually. I don't remember what kind it was. I probably should look. I took a picture of it. I think it was a Chevy, actually. But yeah, it was a Border Patrol vehicle in Nashville. Downtown. I was like, gosh, dang, already? They ain't playing. I ain't never seen one of those down here. That was wow. Anyways, and it was nighttime too, so it was, more not crazy late, but maybe around like 7 or 8. No, it was around 7, actually, around 7. it's not too crazy. We're just checking out the format again, people, of the site. Of the channel. This new format. And we're liking this. But let's get this last one going, people. We're going to get out of here. We're going to check some of that cavers out. When cavers make deadly mistakes.
We don't need their oil.
Another embargo like the first term?
No, it could be, but we don't want to buy. We don't have to buy their oil. We have plenty of oil for ourselves. So
President Trump.
that'll change Venezuela quite a bit.
President Trump, there was a lot of concern about this during the campaign. A question that only works today. Are you a dictator on day one?
No. I can't imagine even being called that. No, I believe in the sanctity of the vote. The Democrats didn't because they cheated like dogs, but I believe in the sanctity, and this was too big to rig. This last election was just too big to rig.
Mr. President,
But,
when do you think plan to
really
speak
the
to-
opposite.
When do you plan to speak to President Putin?
Could be very soon.
Hey, I saw that video I closed earlier. It said, Trump said, you better end that war now or else. So I don't know what's going on with that, but see what he say right here.
Talked a bit about
I'd actually
Ukraine
see
and
this
Russia,
shit.
but how long do you think it would take to end that conflict? And
I have to speak to President Putin. We're going to have to find out. He can't be thrilled. He's not doing so well. He's grinding it out, but most people thought that war would have been over in about 1 week. And now you're into 3 years, right? So he can't be thrilled. It's not.
I may not be doing YouTube a lot, but I know y'all commercials ain't gonna get me with them strikes. Anyways, people, that's it for the going. Oh no, they try to get me. Pause, guy. Pause. Mute. No, mute. Gosh dang, they tried to get me. Close that tab. We're gonna close it. Try to get me. Close. All right, people. That's it for the politics for now. We're gonna watch some when cavers make deadly mistakes. And that's gonna be it for today. But anyways, we just went over a quick recap from time traveling. Trump signed, some executive orders in front of everybody, just initially. Then they took the rest, as the man said, gentlemen, reading out the executive orders that, after that, they're going to go in the back and, do more executive orders. But anyways, he signed executive orders. Oops, hope I went too loud. But yeah, he signed executive orders. In the first video, government employees get back to the office, which is, it is what it is for that, among other things. Anyways, ICE arrested migrants going out, and yeah. Let's just get to this cavers dive. See what we get.
In the Canadian
These are interesting videos right here. Very interesting.
Is Artemis Cave, the second deepest cave in the country, plunging an astonishing 1,160 feet, 536 meters, into the earth. But depth is just one of Artemis' many challenges. The descent...
Why do you make it look like how they be crying? I know it's just a... it just looked funny.
divided into sections, with the initial stretch known ominously
Nah, man, these guys be doing some crazy
the
stuff,
endless
man.
climb.
Wow.
Here, explorers
Why is
face
you in
steep
there,
and
man?
vertical shafts that make rappelling down sheer rock faces
Oh, heck no.
that make
Oh, okay. I
rock
thought that was an
faces
ad
feel
coming
like
up.
navigating a labyrinth of cliffs. To add to the challenge, many of these passages are flooded with icy runoff from nearby glaciers. On October 17, 1991, Rick Black, Chris Zimmerman, Hugo Mulick, and Ron Lassell prepared for an airlift to the cave's entrance. Rick, Chris, and Hugo were rangers at Mount Robson Provincial Park, and together with Ron, they formed a team of highly experienced cavers. After being dropped off, they quickly set up base camp and split into two groups. Rick and Chris ventured into the cave first, with Ron and Hugo following 3 hours later. Their mission took them deeper into the earth, 400 meters, by 11:30 p.m. Here, they encountered a vertical drop known as the Refresher, a 29-foot, 9-meter descent through a freezing waterfall that drenches anyone who dares to rappel down. One by one, they made their way down. But when it was Rick's...
So far, it don't seem too bad. I've seen some crazy ones where they're like going through these tight cracks, tight crevices. That didn't say nothing to be informed about. I mean, it is, people. This is information. When we say be well informed, we just be well informed for anything. If you're going out there, if you're gonna be doing stuff like this, I mean, some things you just can't really prepare for, even for like this. Like these are experts apparently. So I don't know what happened. I haven't seen this video yet, but people is be being informed for this too. If you're curious, you want to go in a whole cave or something like that. Just let your mind be informed that hey, even if you're an expert, bad things can happen and you might not be able to get out of it. Might be in some tough situations, for people to help you to get out of it too. So it's not always, even if you get help, that you might be able to get out of it. So that's what I gathered out of these. It's not always ending bad. Some scars, some bruises, broken bones and stuff like that sometimes. But a lot of times these don't end too good. Let's go. We're not gonna have no bells and whistles. We're just gonna have straight video like this. When I'll put the video in the descriptions for all of these. Cool. Let's go.
Disaster struck. What they never realized was that the rope was secured to a 400-kilogram boulder instead of solid bedrock. As he moved, the boulder dislodged and crashed down, crushing Rick's pelvis and rendering him unconscious. The others rushed to Rick's side, relieved to find him alive but in excruciating pain. With his pelvis likely broken and other injuries uncertain, Rick was in no condition to move. The team, well versed in first aid, knew that Rick needed professional medical help. They faced a tough decision: attempt to carry him out or leave to find help. A failed
Oh no, you don't. Oh, they got me. They got me. Got. Let's go.
Attempt to move Rick convinced them that they had no choice but to split up. Chris stayed with Rick while Hugo and Ron embarked on the grueling journey to get help. The mission ahead was daunting. With no way to contact their helicopter pilot and a failed emergency radio, Hugo and Ron had to climb out of the cave and hike 20 kilometers to the highway to summon help. It took nearly 5 hours to reach the cave entrance and another 14 hours to walk through the forest to the road. Meanwhile, Chris stayed close to Rick, trying to keep him warm in the freezing, pitch-black cave. The two men turned off their headlamps to save battery power and huddled together, shivering as they waited for rescue. On October 18th, the RCMP launched a massive rescue operation. 3 planes were dispatched to gather cavers with rescue training from Vancouver Island. By the morning of October 19th...
Damn, they sent the crew! Woohoo, they be straight. Because he's not in a tight space and nothing like that, or like in some crazy situation with water under the ground or something like that, or in some weird, tight, hole in the ground that he fell through, and that, they just don't really got another way to get to, get equipment down and get to him. That looked like it was a lot of space, that he fell down. By the looks of it, like a lot of pretty good space, just like good ways down though.
6 hours after the incident, the first rescuers were dropped off near the cave. Others set up a command center in the valley below. Inside the cave, Rick and Chris were unaware of the flurry of activity above ground. As time passed, their condition worsened. Rick urged Chris to leave and save himself, knowing that both of them staying would likely result in their deaths. Chris reluctantly agreed, promising to return with help. As he made his way out, he encountered the first rescuers, providing them with crucial information about Rick's condition before finally reaching the surface. Chris was immediately treated for hypothermia and airlifted to a hospital. Tragically, when rescuers reached Rick with medical supplies, it was too late. He had passed away shortly before their arrival. The news devastated the rescue team, many of whom knew Rick personally. The operation then shifted from a rescue to a recovery mission, and it took 2 more days to carry Rick's body out of the cave. An autopsy later revealed that Rick's injuries were fatal from the moment the boulder fell. The catastrophic damage to his body, including multiple major organs, meant that not even immediate hospital care could have saved him. Contrary to what many rescuers believed, Rick's cause of death was his injuries, not hypothermia. To this day, the mission to save Rick Black remains the most extensive cave rescue operation in Canadian history. With nothing more than a lantern and his adventurous spirit,
I'm going to end it right there, folks. That's just one story. They usually have multiple stories in them, which I forgot, but it was pretty long, so I should have known. But anyways, we're going to continue this one later because they got another one after this, and that's what we'll do for this. Well, at the end of all the craziness, whatever we're watching that day, we'll watch something completely different, and for this time around, we're going to continue this one for the next video, or maybe another one eventually finish this one. We'll see. Anyways, people, this is Be Well Informed. Either one way or another, you're going to get informed about something, whether it's what's going on, we might try to figure out what's going on, or whether it's some life-saving information that you might need to see. Hey, guys, be aware. So anything is information. Be well informed. We are out. Until next time. Trying to find my we're going to reverse. We're going to reverse, people. We out of here.